Good morning on a Sunday morning, backside of the rooming house here in North Quincy where I live. I'm Thomas Peterson. How you doing, everybody? Using the selfie camera for this video, but I'm not wearing a printed shirt and I'm not showing any signs, so nothing should be backwards. Other than things were on the opposite sides of stuff, but I'm right here in the North Quincy neighborhood in the historic city of Quincy, Massachusetts. I've always lived in Quincy. I'm Tom. I'm just saying hi. I believe this is the last Sunday of April, and the spring is starting to take hold. There's no real flowers in this area, but the leaves are starting to pop, and there's some trees that have buds, like this one. But I'm doing good. Not great. I still have all my problems that I've been having recently. Still looking for a job. My mental health is kind of a little screwed up right now, and this is just working on me. But I had a cousin make some arrangements where I'm going to have somebody talk to me and see what's going on. If I can get any assistance, do I qualify for anything? But yeah, this is Tom being real, but I got cleaned up for the day. I think I look reasonably well. Better than yesterday, and yesterday was okay, but I feel better today. I definitely on this Sunday have a lack of money right now, and yeah, it is tough. And tomorrow, the first business day of the week on Monday, I'm gonna have to do some stuff. Maybe go to a couple different charities and that I have not wanted to do, and see how much money I have in my retirement that is still left. Even though at some point I'm going to pay a tax bill and penalties, it sucks. And not have that money later on. Hopefully things start working out in my life. I know, cry me a river type of thing, feel bad for Tom thing. I know. Some people don't have pity, and I've been that way too with others, but when you're the one going through it, it's a little different. Okay. I'm going to make this a blog, so when it comes to YouTube, it'll have to go out as a blog. It's already getting near 3 minutes, and as soon as it goes over 3 minutes, it'll have to become a blog. And this is really not the best YouTube shot anyway, so it should be a blog. And on other formats, I'll put it out as well. Yeah, life's tough for me, but life's tough for a lot of people. Hey, some people lose loved ones, sometimes multiple ones at the same time, and in a tragic way. I've lost both of my parents already, but it was health issues. My father died too young, but it was definitely health issues, and my mother, health issues as well as age. And I miss them both, and I'm glad when my mom passed, it was on her wedding anniversary with Dad, and on that exact day. And there's only a 165 chance of that happening, and it's a 1 in 7 chance it'd be the same day of the week, them passing. They both passed on a Wednesday. So, those amazing numbers I look at. They were incredible, those two. And not perfect. They were very good parents. Nobody's perfect people, but they were definitely good parents to me and raised me right. And I always want that known. If there was any negativity, it was under 1% of the time. And again, nothing is ever perfect. But there was a lot of love on Bower Road. I can't remember Brook Road, but Bower Road, yes, and then Federal Ave. I lost Dad, and he probably died at home. And not at the hospital, but it wasn't declared till the hospital, and yeah, he was rushed to the hospital on the night that I was away. I was in New York City, I was in Midtown Manhattan, having a good time myself, and no, probably right when he passed, I was having a good time, but I did see him that morning. He dropped me off at Quincy Trinity, and I went in, taking the red line into South Station, and took a Greyhound bus to New York City to do a one-night stay over on December 26th. And yeah, I was going to come back on the 27th in the afternoon, and instead of Dad being home with the dog and Mom at work, Dad's car was in the back end of the driveway. The driveway had several cars in it. Between the driveway and the street on Federal Ave, I saw cars that I kind of recognized, and I saw a member of my family walking Papa Bear, my dog, my father's dog, my mom's dog, Papa Bear, Papa Bear, Papa Bear, and with her dog in the car. I'm trying to wonder why his mama is walking someone else's dog. But and then when I got in the house, there was people on the porch, but when I got in the house and into the apartment, saw my mom, and we came together real quick because I could just kind of figure out what happened. If everybody's gathered like that and the folks are not at the hospital, Dad has died. Kind of like when the second plane crashed into the towers for 9/11. That second time, we all good, decent Americans know our nation was under attack. Now, did we blame the wrong ones? Maybe. But we definitely were under attack by foreign powers. I truly believe that. And the same way when I saw my family and my mom crying and Dad not there and everything, I could put it together without Uncle Charlie saying a few minutes after being in the living room that he died. Aunt Esther was willing to take my baggage from traveling, but after a few minutes of crying, hugging with Mom, I said, I'll take this stuff, dump it in my room, hit the bathroom, regroup. I'll be back out in 3 or 4 minutes, and that's what I did. It was probably under 3 minutes on that December 27th afternoon. And because everything was already in motion, I only found out about it for a few minutes, but because everything was in motion, the funeral director, Jim, got to the house. And we were already making plans within an hour of me finding out the horrible news. Yeah. But but my mom was involved in making those plans, and my father's sister, Joni, was there, and his sister Lillian. Peggy already has passed at that time. Charlie was supporting us, emotionally, but he didn't come to the funeral home for the meeting. Yeah. But the women and myself were there and made plans. Later on, many years later, when my mom died, only 4 years ago, getting close to 4 years now in June, yep, I made plans for my mom's services with the assistance of my cousin Kimberly. I'll bring up her name and leave other cousins out of it, but cousin Kimberly is my life coach. She's my biggest supporter. I have a lot of support in the family, but she's there for me. She's busy with her children, and she has a lot of other things away from the house that she does. And she's an amazing person, and she's supported by an incredible husband for her. And they're a good team, and I'll just say it's cousin Kimberly, and her household is up in the North Shore. I'll say a town in the North Shore, a very beautiful town, but enough said on that. Try to watch people's privacy, but to try to find the best way to tell a story. But Kimberly is amazing, and I have never met anyone that never loved her after getting to know her. Incredible person, Kimberly. But beautiful redhead. But I'm going through things, and I am. And I just have to open up to the world. Not just some counselor, not just members of the family, not good friends, not just somebody walking down the street. I had to go on social media and open to the world. I just had that feeling on this Sunday morning with the red line passing by. And again, this is a Southeast, so it's a mirror image. This train is between North Quincy and Wollaston. Next stop, Wollaston. But, yeah. Sad times and good times. I remember so many good times, too. Don't worry. I do remember the good times. That's why I cry about the bad times. But yeah, just on the back deck at the Rooming House in North Quincy where I reside for nearly a year now. But I did work at Eastern Nazarene College for 32 and a half years, laid off in the last round of layoffs for the custodians. Me and a lady were the last two, and others throughout the fall were let go at different times. The school was scaled down. And the week before Christmas. We had the information over the summer, but the week before Christmas, officially let go. And then that was the layoff. I did have a job for a few months and stuff, all the way until October in 2025, but I let certain people run me in circles, other people scam me, and I made mistakes that if I saw someone else doing it and I was their friend or relative, I would be coaching them not to do it, telling them not to do it, as like the so-called third party or the outside person seeing it. I would have said no. It's not like I just learned it during the situation. I known it, but you think you can play the system, you know? You know how it's gonna go, but you think you can beat it. No, didn't happen. So many things went wrong in October, with it now being April, that has still affected me. Okay, it's one thing going over 3 minutes. I didn't plan for it to go this long, but it's just me just opening up. But I better close this out. And why not make it 13 minutes? So, in about 30 seconds, I'm going to cut this out. I'm Thomas Peterson here in Quincy, Massachusetts. I say this: Jesus is hope, my good friends. Jesus is hope. I say that on this Sunday morning, and I say the family slogan: the main thing is not to worry. Thanks, Gramps. Everybody, and I mean everybody, have a good one.